Guys, football talks. Chelsea won, Burnley won. This was Chelsea's, first unexpected drop of points of the season, and it happened with, players coming in the absence of those who were injured, like Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner, But I don't think it's a cause for alarm. Hudson-Odoi was fantastic in this game, and he showed why Chelsea should value him highly and try to keep him at the club, in the long run and for a long term. He was fantastic in this game and arguably the best player, in this Chelsea side in this game. And Reece James as well. He's a player who is pushing Trent Alexander-Arnold hard as England's as the best right back in English football. One of the world's best right backs, and definitely England's best right back. As well. So it was a fantastic game. Kai Havertz as well. He hasn't really settled in since moving from Bayern Leverkusen, and it was always going to be expected, because he was a very young player coming in, experiencing a change, a very different change in culture, and but slowly he has been picking himself and trying to get himself into the fray of things, and he was able to get a well-deserved goal today. He's a very hardworking player, who always puts in a shift for the team, and maybe he's just unlucky in front of goal, but the goals will definitely come as long as he keeps on this path, and keeps trying to do things the right way. So Burnley unexpectedly nicked a point here at Stamford Bridge, but it's not the end of the world, and these things can happen. No matter how good you are as a team, you can't win every game. And I think this was just one of those days at the office. Ross Barkley as well, who is a player who has also been on the fray of things. He came into this Chelsea side, and he did a good job as well, trying to make things happen. It wasn't his best performance, but you could see that he put in his best, especially for someone who hasn't really gotten much game time this season. So Chelsea will be looking to bounce back the next game also with a win and get back to winning ways. At the moment, they are still top of the table, so there isn't really much cause for alarm. Other teams in the league, as other rivals in the league, have dropped points as well. City have dropped points. Liverpool have dropped points against Brentford, and against Brighton. So these things happen. This is the Premier League, and then there are no easy games. There are no guaranteed games, and you can drop points against anybody. But so far, so good. Judging Chelsea's season, the season has been good, and there's no cause for alarm. Where you might have a cause for alarm is where if dropping points now like this becomes a pattern, and then obviously things will have to be reevaluated. But at the moment, this is not a cause for alarm, and Chelsea are still doing fine, and the club will be looking to get back to winning ways. Credit to Burnley as well, for hanging in the game and getting that goal to equalize and make things. They've not had things easy as well this season. They signed Maxwell Cornet, and they haven't made much signings over the years with Sean Dyche. I think doing a very fantastic job with this Burnley side, with respect to not having too many having being backed with many investments, but he has done very well with what he has been given to work with. And I think it's a season ago or 2 seasons ago, he even went as far as getting Burnley to an European place, on such a budget, and which was a very very fantastic achievement for him. He didn't end up qualifying, but at least it showed that this manager, when you put faith in him, he can deliver some results. So it was a fantastic game. Osnodoy was one of the liveliest players on the pitch, coming close to scoring on several occasions and creating a good number of chances and proving why he deserves a place in this Chelsea side. Um, Chelsea will be disappointed. Chelsea fans will be disappointed that they didn't get the 3 points, but it's not the end of the world, and the team will be looking to bounce back in the very next game. So we'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. What do you feel about Chelsea's chances of winning, the league this season? What do you think are the problems the teams are facing, and what do you think are the solutions to these problems that you think the team is facing? And what do you think as well about for Burnley as well? What do you think about Burnley's chances of going far in the Premier League this season? How far do you think they can finish? What do you think are Burnley's problems going forward this season? And what do you think are solutions to these problems that you think Burnley are facing? We'd love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to share. And we look very forward to hearing from you again next game day. Goodbye and God bless.